Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth just for a few seconds. So listen, I told y'all that I was gonna just tell y'all about my little trip over this past weekend. Nothing special, nothing just too over the top. I know some of y'all want me to vlog, but I'm not the vlog. I don't want to start something that I know I can't finish. Like I know, to me, for other people, clearly it's not that difficult for some people, but to me, vlogging is very, very hard. I think because my attention, girl, it be all over the place. um, so the vlogging stuff is not really for me. If I had somebody to hold my camera, I mean, I guess that would low key kind of be like a reality show. But if I had someone to like hold my camera, then maybe I could do it that way. But girl, nobody I know is gonna walk around and hold my camera while I sit there and talk and run this trap of mine. So yeah, the vlogging stuff is probably not going to happen. If I happen to do that one day, baby, it will probably be a one and done. Just like, okay, y'all, here go, whatever, girl. Don't expect this no time, no soon. And because I know that some of you want me to vlog, I feel like it would kind of be unfair to again start something that I know I'm not going to finish. So, anyways, I went to DC. I went to Washington D.C. I went on Friday. When was Friday? The 28th? 28th, 29th, 30th? 29th. No, 28th. Yeah, because Friday was the 28th, Saturday the 29th, um, Sunday the 30th, and because Halloween was on Monday the 31st. So I went to DC. Um, I was already planning to go to DC. For those who don't know, I have been really thinking about moving to DC. And I found out through my apartments that I would be able to transfer, and it wouldn't really be considered. Not really, wouldn't it? Wouldn't really be. It would not be considered, breaking my lease or anything like that. I mean, you have to go through certain steps, but at the end, as long as your rental history, your payment history is great, I don't have a problem with paying my rent before the first get into it. Okay, um, as long as your payment history is fine, they'll approve you to transfer. Now you do have to pay like a fee and all that stuff, but the good thing about it is that you have to put in a 30-day notice to let them know that you're going to be leaving this apartment and going to another apartment. But the good thing about it is that you don't have to wait till the end of your lease if you want to move. Now the only thing is if you plan on moving to a city where these apartments are not located, then I don't know how that will work. But so basically some of the places that I've been looking at, I wanted to make sure that my apartment, there's a location in whatever city that I was looking at. And so I was looking at Miami, saw one in Los Angeles, Atlanta, DC. But DC got like a little special hold onto my heart. I don't know what it is about DC, but DC got a little, and so DC is like at the top of my list. Really, it's New York. It's really New York and New York. Yes, concrete jungle our dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. Yes, these streets will make you feel brand new. Okay, big lights will inspire you. Okay, so that's why I really want to go because my money ain't where it need to be for me to be in New York. Because I want to live a certain lifestyle. Hello, I want to live like a rich black woman, and I'm not downgrading. So until I can get my money where it need to be, I'm gonna go where I can afford. Okay, and DC is not just cheap, but I mean, girl, I can afford the rent. The rent where I would be moving to. Okay, so that was really the main reason that I was going to DC, because I was going to check out two of the apartments I saw online. I was like, okay, this is cute, fine. Let me just go take a look, look around the property, see what's going on. Um, so that was the main reason. And then I also saw that Candiace from Real Housewives of Potomac she was on tour. And she was going around to, I think it's called City Winery. And she was going around to different locations performing at the locations. And so I was like, oh my God, she's going to be performing in DC on the 29th, I think it was, that Saturday. And I was like, okay, well, girl, I might as well just go to DC that weekend so I could see her perform. And also, look at the apartments that I'm going to look at. So, business and pleasure, okay? So I get there. I'm so old, y'all. When I say I am old, okay? So I get there, right? I was already nervous about what am I gonna wear? What am I gonna wear? Because I just didn't want to go out looking just a mess. Girl, it's one thing when I'm in Houston, girl, I just go out. I pretty much wear the same thing every time I'm in Houston, because either I'm just running to the store, running to the mall, girl, throw on a jacket, girl, pump it, and be on by my way. I had bought a blazer. I bought this Good American blazer. It was unisex. And then I was like, I feel like I'm too dressed up. Girl, I feel like I was too dressed up. I had on first I was going to wear a blazer and these black pants and these tennis shoes that I have. And I was like, I feel like I was too dressed up. And I was like, I don't want to wear this. I was like, girl, what can I wear? And I ended up going to, I went to the mall and I went to Macy's and I saw this blue jean jacket. I love a blue jean jacket. Girl, I have 13 blue jean jackets, I believe. Anyways, so I saw this blue jean jacket. And I was like, oh, this is actually cute. And it kind of zipped up in the front. I was like, oh, this is cute. Tried it on. I was like, cute. The only thing I didn't like was it was a little bit big. It made me kind of look, I feel like it made me kind of look big around the middle area. That's the only thing I didn't like, but I was like, girl, whatever. Got that. That was, I love a sale. That was on sale for $37. So I was like, girl, that was right up my alley. So got that, but I still didn't know what I was going to wear. I ended up wearing that basically. So got to DC on Friday. I was already kind of stressed out because I was trying to get in touch with my barber to cut my hair and he wasn't responding and it was just a whole mess. And so I ended up finding another guy because I was like, I was not going to DC without my haircut. That just wasn't going to happen. So I was like, I got to find somebody. So I found this guy, and he cut my hair Friday morning, thank God. He actually did a decent job, I think. I think he did a decent job, girl. I'm going to keep, I don't know, child. I think he did a good job. He was nice. Y'all know I be real nervous. This is the thing, right, girl? So, I already be nervous. This is the thing. I'm not the most effeminate, right? But I know I'm not the most masculine either. There have been people who, of course, can clock me and be like, oh, girl, he one of the girls. And then there are some people out there who think I'm straight. Girl, I don't know why, but girl, they just do. Sometimes I get offended when they think I'm straight. Girl, you think I'm a straight nigga? Yeah. Girl, who? You thought I was a straight black man. No. Okay? But no, but for real, though. So, sometimes I get a little nervous. And the barbershop is not, a very safe space especially for, men, black gay men who may not be the most masculine, right? Now, if you can fit in and you're unclockable, then you're good to go. If you're one of those people who can who can fit in and you're not clockable and you don't feel a type of way when conversations of gay people come up, then you'll be good. I feel a type of way. Every time gay come, and I don't know why it doesn't always happen, right? But when those conversations come up, I start to feel uneasy, right? But anyways, I found this guy and I'm like, girl, and so, hello? So I'm already going in with painted fingernails, right? Times have changed. Even straight men wear, fingernail polish. I mean, they've been wearing fingernail polish, but even straight men now, but you don't know the difference between. I need some water. I need some water. Times have changed. So, the men, their pants are just as tight as the women, right? We all walking around here with earrings, girl, long hair. I mean, girl, quiet is just, let me shut up, child. So, I walk in, so I already got my fingernails polished. But I think that for straight men, for some reason, I don't think women think this way. Some women do. No, some women do. But I know a lot of straight men, they only have this one image of a gay man. Like, when they think of a gay man, they think of like Saucy Santana. You see what I'm saying? That would be gay in their book. Or if someone appeared to be like Prince, that would be gay in their book. But when I walk in, and because I'm my size, and I just walk in, and I'm not doing a whole bunch of, swishing down river, they really probably don't, some of them probably don't know. So I sometimes am okay. It's just that I start to get uneasy when certain conversations come up. And also, I don't know what the other person is saying. I don't know if I don't know how I appear to them. You see what I'm saying? So, girl, I could walk in thinking I'm giving Butch, and they like, oh, girl, there go a punk. You see what I'm saying? So you really never know what they're thinking, but I always think that they think that like gay is just this. When gay is like across, like girl, you never really know. I mean, some people you can clock, of course. But anyways, so I find a barber, and he was actually right up the street from my other barber in a different barbershop, of course. And he was cool. He was nice. I'm assuming he's straight. I think he's straight. Girl, he's straight, child. I'm assuming he's straight, child. But he was real cool. He was real cool. He asked me how I want my haircut. Told him he cut it. Towards the end, they give you dab. And girl, that was pretty much it. And then, told me to hit him up again, blah, blah, blah. He was really trying. I was telling him that I was looking for a new barber. I like the fact that, he was kind of going over and beyond to make sure that, because I had told him that I was looking for a new barber, that he could try to get my business. So I appreciated that. He cut my hair, girl. I was good, It was one of those barbershops. It's like a room. You know how the barbers can rent out the suites. So it wasn't like this big barbershop. It was just one room. Only one person could wait. One person could sit in the chair. If it was anybody past that, you got to go sit in the hallway somewhere. So I was the only one in there and him. So I got my haircut that morning. I was already like kind of frustrated because I woke up around 5 o'clock that morning. And I didn't want to really wake up until it was close to my haircut because I know how I can get whenever I travel. Girl, that first day, I don't know what it is. I just be tired. Okay, so I was trying to sleep as late as I could. And then, I could sleep on the plane. So once I got to D.C., I could get in them streets. So I get back home. I had to change my flight, which kind of pissed me off. And then I had to pay a $150 fee to change my flight because I still had some stuff to do to catch a later flight. So got to D.C. around, what time I got to D.C.? Was it 8? I think it was around 8. Was it 8? No, it wasn't. I think it was around 9 when we got, I can't remember. It wasn't late, depending on what you consider late. So got to DC, got to the room. There was a convenience store directly across the street from my hotel. So I went over there, got some, got like water and like some little snacks. And then came back to the room, girl, hopped in the shower because I found some place to go out to the club. So I was like, oh, I can just go here. It's like, it's probably going to be cute. It was some place called Elevate. So I was gonna go there. Girl. Girl! Bitch! I remember, because at the store, it was a sandwich place in the store, and I was starving. So I was like, I'm just going to give me a sandwich. And the restaurant, I think it was about 10 something at this point. No, it was 9 something, I think. I can't remember what time it was. Anyways, girl, I was hungry. So I was like, girl, let me just get me a little sandwich out of the store. There's a deli place that was making sandwiches. Sandwich was kind of good, too. Baby, when I tell you, honey, all I remember was waking up, girl, and I looked over at my clock, and baby, why it was 4 o'clock in the morning, girl. I was so disgusted in myself. I said, bitch, no, you did not go to sleep. Some told me not to take a shower. Some told me, not to take a shower and lay down. Some told me, girl, eat your sandwich. Girl, pull out something to wear. Go take a shower, girl, and then put whatever you go and pump it out and get out this door. Something told me because I knew I should have known that was gonna happen. Honey, I got in that shower, girl, laid in that bed, girl. I was flipping through my phone. Honey, I don't remember closing my eyes, girl. My phone was on the side of me. I said, girl, this is a hot ass mess. I said, girl, I missed the party. What happened to the party? Girl, shout out to Gloria. Was that Gloria or Bernadine? What happened to the party? Girl. So I was like, girl, I missed the night. So girl, I just took me, girl, I literally got up, girl, I got on Grindr, got on Jacked, girl, got on Scruff. I was like, well, girl, let me see if I can find something to get into, okay? I made me a cocktail because I also went to the liquor store too. It was a liquor store, girl, right around. When I say I was in the best area, I was literally by everything. The liquor store was like 500 feet away. The convenience store was directly across the street. There was a Nordstrom Rack right around the corner, an H&M right around the corner. The place I went to for brunch, we'll get into that in a little bit. That was, girl, like 500 feet away from the restaurant. Girl, I was in a good area. I was downtown. So anyways, girl, I poured me a drink, drunk a little bit tequila. Y'all know what tequila I tried? Girl, guess what I tried? Girl, Kathy Hilton, girl. Kathy, don't be mad at me, girl. Don't be mad at me, Kathy. Girl, I tried that 818. Hey! Yeah! So this is the reason why I tried 818. I wanted to get Casamigos. But the liquor store had me fucked up. Okay? So I get to the liquor store and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna give me some Casamigos. Girl, the bottle that's usually $40 here, girl, it was like $65. I say, bitch, I'm not about to pay y'all hoes no $65 for no $40 bottle. So I was like, girl, what else can I get? Then I saw Kathy Hilton's tequila. That was $60. So I said, I'm not paying no $60 for the tequila tonight. So, girl, Kendall Jenner's tequila was $39, $40. So I was like, okay, girl, I'll just get this. I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest. This is the thing. I'm not a tequila drinker, right? I'm starting to like tequila. I'm more of a vodka type of boy. But, I'm starting to get into tequila. Get into tequila. So I'm not this tequila connoisseur, okay? So the tequila girls and boys, they could tell you if 818 is good or not. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I'm gonna say how much I didn't like it. I didn't even, girl, this is how, for the girls who know, girl, I'm the drinker, okay? I'm the drinker of the group, okay? Now I done cut back on my alcohol a lot because we just getting old. We can't be drinking we cannot be drinking like we 21, okay? I'm gonna tell you how much I didn't too much care for that tequila. Guess what I did with that bottle? Y'all gonna be shocked what I'm about to tell y'all. Because any other day, baby, if I don't finish a bottle, oh, bitch, that bottle gonna make it home. Oh, she's going to be in a suitcase, wrapped up in a blue jean jacket, some jeans, some socks, and some panties, okay? Baby, let me tell you something. I left that bottle right on that shelf. I said, girl, the housekeeper, I don't know if they really be eating stuff because they don't really know. They don't know who was in the room before, you know. I left that bottle right on that shelf. Didn't even finish it. It was more than a half a bottle left. Now, any other day, bitch, that tequila would have been wrapped up in tissue paper. Bitch, I would have stole a towel from the bathroom if I had to. Cause I was gonna get that. I was gonna get whatever alcohol I didn't drink. Oh, she was coming back to Houston, girl. Yeah. I was like, I don't even. So it's not for me. 818 is not for me. It's not a good tequila to me. Again, I'm not a big tequila person. The people who are into tequila, they could probably give you like, oh no, it's actually really, really good. Right, you know? So yeah. I was like, okay, girl, ain't nothing happening, girl. Went to sleep. Woke up around 10 o'clock. You know, I like to look out. This is just my thing. I like to look out of windows. I'm weird. Anyways, I just like to look out. I was on the 14th floor, and I had like a little bit of a view. So I was just like looking out the window, just looking out the window, just like wondering and just thinking. And then I finally got up, did my thing, and then I left. And I walked around downtown. And then, girl, I was supposed to go to the apartments. Girl. Oh, my God. I didn't go. Okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I already told this story the other day. I didn't go because I felt like if I went, I would have been for real, considering moving. Like, girl, you really out here looking at apartments. Girl, I don't want to leave my nieces. I don't. Girl, I really don't want to leave my nieces, girl. I was talking to my sister yesterday. She was like, you just need to move. She was like, child, it's FaceTime, it's airplanes. We can come and visit. It's not that big of a deal. She was like, you need to move. I was like, I know, but I don't want to leave Bailey and Sloanie and Tatum. Oh, my God. I'm about to cry right now just thinking about it, child. So I was like, girl, you really about to go look at apartments? Like, you really up here, like, girl, you really up here with your grown man shit looking at apartments about to move, girl, to the other side of the goddamn country. Quarters is kept. Like, girl, you about to leave? Girl, you really about to leave your family and leave your, like, girl, you really about to leave your nieces, girl? So I was like, girl, oh my God. So of course I started like girl, you know, I don't know, girl. I don't feel like getting into all that, but girl, of course I started like freaking out and shit. Like, oh my God. Anxiety just through the fucking roof. So I'm like, okay, girl, just calm down, girl. It's not that big of a deal. Just, girl, you don't go look at the apartments. I didn't go look at the apartments. Girl, my sister said, girl, next time I go to DC, she said she coming with me so she can make sure that I go look at the fucking apartments. So, girl, I didn't go look at the apartments. Girl, I was like, okay, girl, this is going to be for real. If I go look at these apartments, that means, girl, and Quaddis is kept, all bullshit aside, I really could move, like, girl, in 30 days. I could literally just go give those people my apartment. I mean, go give the leasing office a 30-day notice. Girl, call the apartment, tell them the apartment that I want, pay a little holding fee, and, girl, I'd be done with it and move within, like, less than 60 days, basically. Girl. So I didn't go look at the apartment. Oh my God. Because then that would have been set in stone for me. Like, girl, you really about to move. So that's when I end up going to Nordstrom Rack. And then I went and got something to eat. And then I went back to the room. And the tennis shoes I had on were kind of like pissing me off a little bit. So I went home and put my little flats on. You know I love me a mule, honey. And then I went to H&M. And I was thinking, like, it's a lot of people out. Girl, this was probably around 5 o'clock. Wait, what time did that H&M close? Oh, no, this is around 4 something. Yeah, this is around 4 something. Because my whole thing was to get back to the room, and to try to, get dressed and all that stuff to go to the concert. Anyways, went to H&M and I saw it was so many people out in the streets. And they were dressed up in costumes. I was like, damn, people really dressed up in costumes, girl? I'm not into Halloween like that. Now, next year, I did say I'm participating in Halloween, and I already got my outfit together. I said next January, I'm going to start, next January. In January, I said I'm going to really start pulling the pieces together. That's how serious I am about about Halloween next year. Okay, I'm probably exaggerating, not January, but I'm going to start probably in the summertime getting my Halloween look together. Anyways, so I saw a lot of people were dressed up in costumes. I was like, okay, girl, people really participating in Halloween. It's not my thing, but I didn't know that it was going to be like that, where people were walking around dressed up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Anyways, get home, get dressed, go to the. I was running late, girl, trying to figure out, girl, what I was still gonna wear, girl. Push came to shove. I said, girl, just throw in this blue jean jacket, girl. Zip her up. Throw some man jewelry on. Throw your jeans on. Throw your little boots on, girl, and pump it. And that's exactly what I did, girl. I said, girl, ain't nobody gonna be paying attention to me, girl. Like my friend said, you acting like you gonna be on stage. That's what Brittany told me. Are you gonna be on stage, or is she gonna be on stage? Because you acting like you gonna be on stage. I said, I am, huh? Girl. So anyways, child, I didn't leave my hotel. When I tell you, it was packed outside. My Uber driver didn't make it to me until basically almost 7:30. And the place, I think that place was 3.2 miles away from my hotel. It wasn't too far. City Winery was not too far from my hotel. We got there. I got to the place around 7:52, I believe. Got in line. By the time I walked up to the table, I was sitting at the table with 2 subscribers, okay? Tibby, oh my God. What's his name? He go to PV. He told me. I thought he went to Howard. Okay, so Amari. Yes, that's his name. So I was looking at him. I was like, hold up. I was like, I know you. I was like, don't I follow you on Twitter? He was like, yes. So I met Amari. I hope I'm saying your name right. And Tivy. Later on that night, I also met Stacy. I met Lorraine and I met Sierra. I said, oh, okay, Miss Sierra. But yeah, I met 5 subscribers that night. It was so cute. So anyways, I got to the concert. I have to be honest with y'all. I don't know what I was expecting from Candiace, but I have to be for real. Candiace did an amazing job, and her mic was on, baby. Is this bitch recording? Is it on? Girl, the mic was on, baby. I said, oh, so this bitch is singing live. I said, so this bitch is singing live. I said, okay. I said, this is cute for her, girl. Okay, so the concert starts, y'all. And she had 2 background dancers, 2 girls. When I tell y'all, those heifers were dancing their asses off. I don't know who choreographed that. I sound like Jocelyn. I don't know who choreographed that. Is that how you say it? I'm sounding like Jocelyn Hernandez. Choreograph. I don't know who the choreographer was, because whoever put that 1-2 step together. Girl, when I said they were really dancing, not like no just like one, not like no just 1-2. I'm talking about the girls were dancing. Girl, they come out. She had a live band. When I tell y'all a live band, that live band was everything. The only critique that I would have about the concert is that sometimes I felt as though, it was one song, I felt like her volume wasn't loud enough in the mic. Like, girl, it was almost like the music was over drowning her. Um, but she did a great job. She really did. She did a great job. I was really, really surprised. I was really, really excited. Um, she really seemed like a natural on stage. Like, I was thinking she was gonna be nervous, and maybe she was. She just covered it up. I was thinking she was gonna be nervous, right? But I forget that she has went on tour before. She opened up for like SWV, I think Faith Evans. Remember, she went on tour with some of the R&B greats. She did what, 2 costume changes, I believe, 2 or 3 costume changes. I was pretty much sitting in the front, pretty much by the stage. She's a major. Oh, bitch! I bought this fan at the table. Bitch, let me see y'all something. So one of my favorite songs is "Why I Love You" by this artist named Major. Major, without a question, is one of the best vocalists, period, across the board, ever in life, hands down. When I tell you Major can sing his throat off in real life. So I think he knows the power of Why I Love You. Again, Why I Love You is one of my favorite songs. Y'all was swerping out as much as I really don't give a fuck about relationships. Girl, I don't love love songs. I am a sucker for a love song. Okay? Bitch. So, him and Candiace did a duet. Bitch, while I was in the audience crying. It was a straight couple at the table. Me and the girl was kind of like chit chat. He was the boyfriend was joining in sometimes too. Like at one point, one of the guys who opened up the show, I forgot his name. He was some guy. He was kind of fine though. He was like singing a Tyrese song, and we kind of made a joke that we were like the only two that kind of knew the song. Just telling our ages, okay. And then he sang another song, and I think we were like the only two that was singing the song. Like, girl, we're the only one who know the song. And then when they came out and sung, I was like, girl, I was like, girl, I'm always crying. I said, I'm such a crybaby. She was like, it's okay. I was like, girl, I could not believe I'm really over here crying, girl. When I tell you, I was over there literally crying. When I say I'm telling y'all. That is one of the best. And then I remember Halle Berry. It's a clip of Halle Berry. He was singing a song, and Halle Berry was sitting in like the front row of one of his concerts, and she was just boohoo crying. That was literally me. Now, I wasn't crying as hard as Halle Berry. I was trying not to make it obvious. But bitch, I was crying. Bitch, I was crying. That is one of the, just like, it's a very pretty song. I just love it. I just love the song. I've always loved that song. Anyways, so Candiace did a great job. I didn't go do the meet and greet, girl. I was really trying to get up out of there, girl, because I didn't know how traffic was gonna be. I was already thinking like, girl, I need to get back home, because I also wanted to go to the club. You know, I'd be wanting to like, girl, give a fashion show. So I was already thinking, girl, what can I wear to the club, girl? Like, what can I put on? I kind of wanted to change shoes too. So, anyways, I get home after I had met Lisa. Oh, great to y'all this one. So y'all know I'm a crybaby, girl, crybaby. Baby, why when I met Stacy and Lorraine, I started crying outside on the concrete? Yeah! I think I was crying because of the way that they greeted me, right? Like, I'm standing outside, and this girl walked up to me. Where I was like standing on the side of the building. Not the side. I was standing in the front of the building. But like, if you walk down the stairs, it would be like, anyways, I was standing like not in front of the stairway that you walk, the stairs that you walk down. So this girl saw me standing right there, because I was standing on the concrete, on the sidewalk. She asked me, could I record her coming down the stairs? And I was like, what? I was playing. I was like, huh? She was like, can you record me coming down the stairs? I said, hell no. I said, I'm just playing. She said, you said no? I was like, I'm just playing. I'll do it. So I turned like this, and when I turned like that, I was looking at the stairs. And then I heard somebody say, Rodney the voice! And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, they was giving me hugs. I started crying. It just was a hot ass mess, child. I thought I was gonna stop crying. I'm just like, sometimes I just be an emotional person where I cannot control it. I really be trying to control it, but I really can't. So I was just happy, and then I ended up meeting Sierra that same night. And then I ended up making it back to my hotel room. And I was like, okay, girl, you're gonna go out. And bitch, when I tell y'all, it took 40. It actually took me longer to get home because I actually ended up going back to that store because I was hungry again. I was like, I need something on my stomach. So I went to the convenience store across the street, and I was in that convenience store for about 30 minutes. It was packed. So it took me probably like an hour and a half to get home. But back to my room. Do y'all know how long it took me to get back to my hotel from City Winery? Now, mind you, I think it said 3.2 miles. It took 45 minutes to drive 3.2 miles. 45 minutes to get back to my hotel. When I tell y'all, it was people everywhere. They had roads blocked off downtown. It just was a complete mess. So I finally got back to my room. I was going to freshen up, just throw on a shirt, because I didn't have no shirt on. You know, I had my titties out that night. So I was like, I'm going to just throw on a shirt, girl, freshen up, girl, and punch it. Throw on a t-shirt underneath my jacket. And so I'm like, okay, girl, I sit down at the table. I was just having a cocktail. I'm looking at the prices. Bitch, I think it was $76.99 for me to get to the club, Karma. What's it called, Karma? I said $76. Now, I'm not cheap. I don't think I'm a cheap person. But I also don't like to just spend money just because. You know what I'm saying? Every penny counts, okay? So I'm like, $76, bitch. Girl, well, how much is it gonna cost for me to get back? And I knew that the prices were going up because, you know, people were requesting lifts and Ubers, and it was Halloween, and it actually said it on the thing. Price. It said something about price surge. So I'm like, well, shit. But I really wanted to go to the club. I mean, girl, I'm in DC, girl. Let's go to the club. But I didn't want to pay no $76. It was $76 or $71. I can't remember. It was basically almost $80. I'm like, I don't want to pay no $76. And I think one of the other I think that was either Uber or Lyft. I can't remember. And then the other one was pretty much like $60. And I was like, girl. But I was also thinking too, like, you really, 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 really are under your budget. Like, you really ain't spent no money. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't go nowhere last night. You fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? So I was already, and then I didn't buy anything earlier that day. Everything I had, no, that's a lie. I bought some t-shirts from H&M. Look, girl, them t-shirts was cheap. So I was way, 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 way underneath the budget that I had set aside for my trip. So even if I would have spent the $70, I still would have been okay. But it just was the simple fact that I was about to spend $70 or $80 for a Uber for a trip to the club. And then I was also thinking, girl, it's probably gonna be $70 for VIP. Girl, she VIP fish. Okay? Because the tickets were already for VIP on sale. I saw they were selling tickets. I didn't buy a ticket because I didn't really know if I wanted to go to that club or try to do something else. And it was non-refundable. So the tickets were already $60. So I was like, if they're $60 online, it's probably gonna be $70 or $80 once I get to the door. No, probably it's gonna be more than $60. So I said, girl, I'm already gonna probably be spending $70 or $80 to get in the club. Girl, $70 to get there. Then how much is it gonna cost me to get back? Girl, I just don't want to spend that money on like a Uber. You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna come off damn near $200 or $160 or $150, girl, I could be out there buying me a pair of shoes somewhere. But I also wanted to go out. So I was just like, girl, whatever. So I didn't end up going nowhere again because I didn't want to spend the money. I guess some people would say I was being cheap, but it was just a principle for me. And then I regretted not going. And then I think it was around 1:00. I was like, girl, you should go. I was like, girl, you should go. So I was like, girl, I'm going. And then I saw that basically it was my estimated time to even get to the club was gonna be around like 2. I think it said estimated time 2:50, like basically 2:15, 2:20, something like that. I was gonna get to the club. It was gonna take a long time basically for me to get to the club. So I was like, girl, I ain't going nowhere, child. So I didn't go nowhere. I think I watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. Excuse me. And then I think I took some notes. So I took the note. I can't remember what I did, girl, but I watched something. Had some cocktails in my room. Cursed somebody ass out online. Girl, playing with me. I hope it wasn't now one of y'all, but girl, y'all gonna stop playing with me online. Okay? Girl, I be telling y'all, girl, it be them days where y'all catch me, girl, I had a little bit a little too much tequila. And girl, somebody done tried me online. Okay, girl, since you wanna argue, bitch, let's argue. Man, woman, or child. I don't know who was behind the profile. You getting your ass cursed out today. Okay? Anyways, and the next day I woke up, went to brunch. I went to a place called Teddy in the Bully Bar, and it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. The service was, I've actually been there before when I went with a group of guys last year. Someone had a birthday. Someone wanted to go to DC for their birthday, and so I went, and we went there for Sunday brunch, and it was cute. It was cute, but you know, so I went, and then once I realized that was the same place, I was like, oh, I'll just go there. Went there. The food was okay. No, the food was actually the food was decent. The food was decent. The service was horrible. Horrible. Service was horrible. Then I walked around downtown. And then that's when I went to my room at one point. I think that's when I watched. What did I watch? I watched something else. Oh no! So I didn't take my notes. I didn't take my notes over Love and Marriage Huntsville until I got to the airport on Monday. Sunday I really didn't do too much of nothing, and then Sunday night, bitch, I got fucked up. That's what it was. That's why I couldn't remember what the fuck I did, cause bitch, I was passed out. Girl, I was passed out. I just remembered. That's why I couldn't remember what I did Sunday. Girl, the mimosas put me on my ass. Girl, I don't know what they put in the mimosas, girl, but whatever it was, girl, I know I was like, bitch, I'm so sleepy. I'm so tired, girl. I gotta say that now. Girl, I was out of there. Then I woke up around, I think I woke up around like 6 something. I can't remember what time I woke up, girl. Then I went downstairs to the restaurant because they had a restaurant inside the building. And I ordered some chicken and mashed potatoes and steamed spinach, and I had some chocolate cake and ice cream for dessert. I had 2 Tito's and tonics. Oh, girls, to die for. When I tell y'all that chicken was the best, I'm not lying to y'all. That chicken was probably the best, or at least top 2 of the best chicken I've ever had in my life. I don't know who was in that motherfucking kitchen. Whoever it was, nigga, bitch. Well, girl, boy, you can cook your ass off. That chicken was good as hell. And of course, you know I'm in public, so I'll be trying to act like I got some sense when I'm in public, girl, believe it or not. So I'm trying to, eat with my fork and my knife. Bitch, when I tell you, it was a look when I got done with the meat, with the chicken, it was still some meat on that bone. And bitch, I couldn't get to that meat with that fork. And all I could think about was, girl, you could really fuck up this bone. You could really fuck up this bone if you just pick it up and just get to gnawing on that hoe. But I was so nervous. I didn't want to look like that girl. I didn't want to look like that boy in public who ain't got no home training or etiquette, right? You sit here sucking on bones in the restaurant. So I said, girl, I'm going to leave her alone. Girl, I kind of got frustrated because I really wanted that little piece of meat that was left on that bone. And I could just taste that sauce or whatever they had. Bitch, when I tell you I was sopping up that girl, I would get a dash of spinach, girl, some of them mashed potatoes, and just rub it in that sauce they had on that plate and take a little bite. Oh my God. Oh, girl, it was so good. I'm telling y'all. That shit was good as hell. One thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. When it comes to food, you can always trust my opinion on food. Okay? Girl. My waiter was cute. He was real cute. And that was pretty much it. And then Monday I came back to Houston. I had a layover in Atlanta, which I hate layovers. I think layovers I feel like the only time you should have a layover is if you are probably traveling from one side of the country to the other side, maybe, or if you're going out of the country. Girl, I was so mad about that layover, but the only reason why I did it was because I had a credit with Delta. And all the flights coming from DC through Delta, they had a layover somewhere, whether it was Detroit, New York, Atlanta, it was going to be a layover. So I was like, girl. And I didn't want to fly through Spirit. I didn't feel like Spirit Fish that day. And you know, Spirit is in Baltimore. And I didn't know how much that Uber was going to cost from Baltimore. Last time I flew Spirit, when I went to DC, the Uber ride was only like $40, believe it or not. But I didn't want to take that chance this time. And it'd be $70 or $100, some shit like that. So I just flew through DCA. And was it DCA? Ronald Reagan? Is that DCA? Yeah. So I just flew through Ronald Reagan. And Delta, again, everything had a layover. So I flew from DC to Atlanta. I had a 2.5-hour layover there. So I watched Love and Marriage, took some notes. Then I started watching Married to Medicine, took some notes. And then, girl, by the time I finished, doing that, girl, it was time for me to, head back to Houston. Got back to Houston around 7 o'clock. And then I got home, I came home, and girl, the rest is history. And then I just started making my videos. But the trip was cute. I do want to give a shout out to Candiace. Like, Candiace, I was really, 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 really proud of Candiace. I really am, because of the simple fact, I have this thing, and I don't know if y'all have noticed this or not. Like, when I see people who I feel are being treated unfairly, I start to have a problem with it. Like, even like I told y'all with Toya, some of y'all think I don't like Toya, I don't know why. But even like with Toya, like, even though I know Toya has a mouth on her, and I've watched, I think I still got like a couple of episodes from season 1 to watch. But for the most part, I've watched all seasons of Married to Medicine, so I know Toya's mouth and I know how Toya can be. But like, even like, when they were at Quad's house, I just felt bad for Toya because it just looked like Toya was being ganged up on. Like, I just hate when people look like they're being ganged up on. I hate when people look like they're being treated unfairly. I just don't like it. So just to see Candiace, come out of this situation where, girl, half of the world, and when I say the world, I'm talking about Real Housewives of Potomac viewers, pretty much hated her, and she still kind of persevered and pushed through. And now, girl, she's a recording artist. She goes on tour. Girl, she's selling out shows. It just goes to show that, girl, you kind of have to just block out what the motherfuckers say. And, girl, just do you and realize, girl, at the end of the day, girl, you are that bitch that is sitting at the house trending, okay? Ain't did shit. Because believe it or not, baby, Karen don't trend like Candiace. Giselle don't trend like Candiace. Candiace is that girl that keeps the lights on down at Potomac, and the girls know it. They just don't like to give her motherfucking props. Okay? So I was happy for Candiace. You know, I support Candiace and what she does. Because she also puts out quality, good music. I think that for Candiace to have put out the album that she put out, and she didn't, you know, probably have this big budget to go get the heavy, you know, songwriters and heavy producers. I think she put out a very, 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 very solid debut album. I really do. The album is really, really good. And then to see her perform and to see her have this sold out show, I was like, this is really, really, like, she should really, really just take this in. Because just a couple of seasons ago, I know Mama was going through it because the way that people were treating that girl online, I was like, damn, bitch. Girl! But shout out to Candiace. Anyways, that's pretty much it, y'all. Now, Candiace, don't ever get it twisted, okay? Because if your ass do something wrong, don't get it twisted, mama. Don't get it twisted. If your ass do something wrong on the show, and I feel like you did something wrong, we calling it out, okay? Anyway, don't ever get it twisted, mama. Okay? So, that's pretty much it. That was my trip. That's what I did. And what I didn't do, okay? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.